Boom. We're back. Absolute Sure Podcast back again another week, another episode. A couple things we got to get into tonight. A couple things we got to talk about. So, like I said, welcome back to the show. It's me. It's Bryce. Um, Tomorrow night, just to let you know, you're watching the replay of this. If you're watching this replay on the 27th tonight, we will be doing the Drake versus Drake. And if you watch right now, we'll be here tomorrow for the Drake versus Drake. So we'll do that then. What I been to, man? What you got for good things before we get into all the shit that we got to discuss today?
I actually got a couple good things. This one is like an on hold good thing because I just want to put some months through and make sure the truck good. But I got a truck on the auction
Okay,
for
okay. Clap it up, clap it up, clap it up.
for a pretty decent price. You know what I'm talking about? But it's on the auction, so anything could have been wrong with it. But it was a repo from what I know. So like that's better circumstances than like somebody shit got flooded or some shit like that. But it's also ways you could tell if a car got flooded, and I was pretty hip to that. And my second good thing, which is, I mean, kind of go hand in hand since I got the truck, I wanted to use the truck to make some money as well. Ain't no point in just having a truck and you ain't making no money with it. I bought some detailing stuff. I got basically all my cleaning supplies and stuff like that. And shit, I really only need a water tank and what else I need? And a steamer or a vacuum, either one. But
Okay. Y'all run them donations up.
no bullshit. That'd be nice, but nah, this nigga do not listen. How you get trucking?
He not getting in the truck. He got a truck. He about to start doing mobile detailing with said truck. But I
But
mean,
if
if you get
he,
a trucking, if you get a trucking, it's smart, anyways. Regardless, because like as you can see with the pandemic, that shit don't ever stop. Still need trucks. Still need to move shit. So if you were smart about it, that would be the greatest thing to probably position your money to get into is trucking.
I dabbled in trucking a few years ago, but besides that, I mean, if you got questions on trucking, I get you some answers.
Yeah, but what I got some things in the pipeline. I got planned coming up this year, next year. I'm trying to become more like thinking like not in the moment now. Trying to think like 6 to 12 months from now, where setting up plans in that type of manner. That's what I'm doing right now. So you'll see the good things that I'm feeling right now later on down the line. But those things are getting into effect. That's all I'm gonna say about that for right now.
Planting the seeds.
I was about to say, why the fuck would you want to drive an 18 wheeler? That's like the niggas. You must not know. Niggas make a lot of money driving trucks.
Six figures at least.
6 figures. Just being a truck, just by themselves driving. Not even like even owning your own fleet. Just driving your own 18 wheeler, you be making 6 figures.
Yeah, and you could just be local. You ain't, I mean, sometimes when you local, it'd be like 60, 70, 80K.
He said,
But
no, they don't. You don't know. I'm not talking to him. It's all right, just move on. It's okay. You don't know. You don't know. When I say, it's not to say every single truck driver makes 6 figures.
most of
But
them do though.
I don't know if it's most, but you can if you put
Let me
in the
see.
hours and you on that road, especially if you're like an owner operator. But Trail no shit. I think Trail's still like he's still a nigga in college. I think he don't know shit. He ain't been exposed to the real world yet.
I mean, I guess yeah, I guess not the majority, but shit, most
Yeah,
people I know.
I don't think the majority makes 6 figures. But I'm saying you can make 6 figures if you do it, a certain way.
Shit, all people I talk to be eating. I thought, well, shit, I don't know. Everybody don't be telling the truth too.
Nah, that's true. But anyways, what we gonna hop into first, man? We got a couple things we got to get into. Um, the manager at the store. You just talking. Anyways, we got Charleston White. We got Black Panther. We got the guy doing the nudist beach with his wife. What you want to get into?
That shit funny. Actually, I feel like addressing the topic we talked about last week or week before that
What was it?
with Kodak, and because it was to be pretty quick and short. and
Okay, yeah,
still
we
get
get
some
what you're
more
saying.
people in here. But
Okay.
I just feel like it's just obviously another example of what we always be seeing, but it's nasty, bro. These niggas try to get this nigga on trafficking when they know this was prescribed to him, that those are his pills.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
I
that's
was like,
nasty. That's nasty.
I said it was on. First of all, it only be in the bottle and the charging for trafficking is crazy. But the reach and the like to try to do that to get him like, oh yeah, you trafficking on some shit, but you know it's his is even crazier. I just feel like, don't you feel like that's gonna come back on you like immediately? You know what I mean? Like, what's the?
No, there ain't gonna be no consequences. Come on, consequences. What?
But I mean,
Accountability. What?
like media and shit like that. It's like you're not gonna win. It's like what do you win besides maybe locking them up for like a few hours? You know what I mean? Like, what's the
Yeah.
real dub on that? Maybe a few court fees or something.
Try to get something to stick. You never know what can stick. He'd been had probation before. He been on whatever. He might get something to stick. You never know. Running with the law ain't good for you. You can get sent to jail just for being on probation and running in with the law. So who knows what they trying to pull? Maybe they try to pull a power move like, oh look, this young black dude. He not think he rich. He rich. He running around here doing whatever. Let me show him who got the real power. It might just been like a little power move. Let you know when you're moving around here. You know, we the law. That's all.
I just find it funny, man.
That's what I was thinking. I didn't know with the pill bottles had his name on it. I'm not. I don't know if they did or didn't, but they were saying
Well,
that they were his pills from his shooting that took place a couple months back.
I'll be honest. My source is not the most credible source because it's actually coming from someone directly involved in Kodak. He made a song saying that it was his prescription for him getting shot, and I mean, I would think if he got shot, he was able to get some prescribed medicine. I'm sure he got good
Yeah,
doctors. I'm sure he could afford it. So it would be kind of weird for him to go buy off the street when he could easily just get that. He ain't get shot that long ago, so I would assume it was prescribed to
he
him.
got shot during the Super Bowl, which was in February, which was 6 months ago. No, 5 was it 7 months? Yeah, 5 months ago. So I've never been shot, so I don't know if you still feel that pain 5 months later. So I don't
Yeah,
know.
I mean the rehab process for being shot alone takes at least 2-3 months, and I mean that's not saying you 100%. That's just saying like you kind of back to where you were at.
Yeah,
Because I mean, speaking on someone we know that got shot recently, it took him a minute to get out of the hospital, which he lost muscle, he lost all that, plus already being shot. Then it took him a minute to be back 100%. I remember him working out and stuff, and his legs being super weak and all that. So that takes a while, and I'm pretty sure like depending on where you got shot, that muscle never probably heals, but it takes a while, I'm sure. Like so
yeah,
6 months, that's not that crazy to be like, oh, he's only 6 months, 5 months removed from that, and he's still taking pills and medicine
yeah.
for a gun wound. Especially we don't know what that shit hit. It could have hit him in the hip, it could have hit some bone, like that shit could hurt.
It's probably just a power move. It's like let you know that this is our city. That's all it is, man. That's our thing. If you know they're gonna stick, just let you know that we're watching you. It's one of those type of things. It's a tactic. It's intimidation. We here. We watching you. You can't do whatever you want to do. You can't move around how you want to move. We waiting on you to slip up at any moment. And you know, Kodak Black's history would tell you that he might, slip up at some point. But who knows if he will or he will not.
And I just found that shit crazy.
You know, but let's get to Charleston White Soulja Boy. I do want to show you that video. I talked about this video earlier today, but I don't know if you've ever seen this video. But talk about what you want to talk. I don't know if you had a point about it because you put it in the group chat or you put it in the thing.
Oh, honestly, I just put it in because it was trending. I didn't have a specific point about it. I did one thing I did notice after that happened. He ended up getting into another engagement or altercation with somebody else. Whether it was an argument, disagreement, whatever it was, like probably a few days right after.
With the Pyru.
They said it was fake, stage, whatever. I don't know. But if it wasn't staged, it just go to show, like, even for someone like Charleston, once people see you can trend, bro, they be ready to get in some beef with you. They be ready to get in your face, get in your circle, whatever, in many different variants, but basically leech off your success that you
What if it's
have.
not that though? What if it's that they truly feel like he disrespecting them?
I understand that to a certain degree, but there's plenty of people that they disagree with and don't like, but that you stalking them, you trying to find them in the mall, you trying to, you walking them down. I don't think so. You don't have that same energy for people that's less successful. So I feel like, and then these dudes don't be regular people. These be dudes that be trying to find. It's always ironic or a coincidence how these dudes be trying to find success. Like they may be a rapper, they may be some type of dude dealing with entertainment that want to gain some type of clout. So that would be the most blatant thing to me. If it was a regular dude and him and Charleston White got into a debate because they just got into a conversation, I'm sure it wouldn't escalate to that. But if it did, okay, that happens. But for every single time we see it be someone famous, that's crazy. But I just think you got to watch out for that. Now, him versus...
You said every time he gets into somebody, they famous? Or you mean...
No. Like, a lot of times where you see, like, say this person may be famous and they have beef with people, or they may just be chilling. Like, people just try to beef with you randomly and talk shit to you, start shit with you that's want some type of clout as well, that want to be in the entertainment lane as well. Or at this point, what's even more famous is trying to look like you. Yeah. Like, they'll do anything to basically try to get like some type of fame off of being in your type of conversation. But I don't think that's the case with him and Soulja Boy. But I just so happen to see, like, I feel like people see him trending more and more than him and Soulja Boy get into it. So now he in that, oh, you a real nigga, street nigga shit because he was about to fight or whatever. Not fight, but you know that little shit, dumb shit. And I feel like somebody was like, well, I want to try that nigga. I want to trend. And he made it happen. He's like, I know exactly where that nigga stay. Like,
okay, so would you say like the Pyru nigga seen the social media shit from him and Soulja Boy, and he just happened to see him possibly potentially on the street, like, okay, now this is my time to kind of dip into that, you know, that quote unquote clout. It's my turn to get in to that, you know, that realm. And it ain't gonna do nothing for him because nobody, if you're just the Pyru guy, like nobody knows who you are. So I don't know what they really get you. Maybe in your group chat, you're like, well, boy, that's me checking Charleston White. But in the grand scheme of things, we just know that was a guy who claimed he was a pirate. We don't know your name, your rap name, your stage name, where you from, none of that shit. But with Soulja Boy, I think this is Soulja Boy does a lot of like weird shit. So I won't say this is the first time Soulja Boy looked bad, but I see people talking shit about Charleston White, Mason, Soulja Boy, and I'm fine with it. Like if I talk shit on the internet, and I know that these guys will probably confront me, y'all always say, be willing to deal with the consequences that come behind what you say. It don't mean I gotta fist fight you. I can just be ready with the mace. Like, all right, y'all run up 12 of y'all, I'm gonna spray them down. So I don't really see no like issue with it, like people on social media saying, like, fuck it, especially if it's 12 of y'all. It ain't like it's just Soulja Boy. It ain't like it's one-on-one. It's 12 of y'all. I'd rather him mace them than shoot everybody. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather that than we see, oh shit, Soulja Boy associate shot after running with Charleston White.
Yeah, I agree with you. I don't really pay too much mind people that's talking shit about him pepper spraying them. But I do think, like, kind of with the Pyru and Soulja Boy, how that happened so quickly. He must be somewhat accessible, or he must be out a lot where people know where he be at or hanging out. Or maybe it was just two coincidences.
He was in Miami during Rolling Loud.
Okay. So people seen him out, and they knew he was easy. Like you said, they probably.
Yeah. It's like if I go to LA during the Super Bowl, and it's like I'm the mother who be talking shit. They gonna see me.
Yeah.
People gonna text people. They gonna be like, "Hey, he's here. Hey, this is like."
So yeah, it was easy to find him and stuff like that. But for me, I'm not really sure what's the beef for him and Soulja Boy.
I think he said Soulja Boy isn't really that tough. Because Soulja Boy was pretty much clowning all the people that died, like young Dolph. What's that dude's name? Trouble from Atlanta, because they said things about him while they were alive. He's like, "Oh, you bitch ass niggas so tough, but all y'all niggas dead." How? Like he's kind of like mocking the dead type shit. They dead, I'm alive. They supposed to be gangsters, which to me doesn't really correlate. But I mean, I guess it's social media shit. It's all social media shit at the end of the day. Because just as easily as young Dolph died, Trouble died, Soulja Boy could die. Yeah. Anybody could die. It's not. Nobody's immune to violence. You're
not more of a gangster because you're alive.
Yeah, that doesn't make any logical sense. But in the realm of internet, I'm alive, they're dead. So ha ha ha. Maybe I got the last laugh. And Charleston White spoke on that, and I guess he didn't like what he said about that, and that's why he
Well, that's interesting because I mean Charleston White have said similar things, so it's like you kind of nitpicking Soulja Boy at this point because you already said death to all Bloods and all Crips and stuff like that.
You saw that video? They also played it, bro.
Oh no, I've seen that before.
Bro, have you seen the full I watched the full.
We can play it for the chat.
All right, I don't know. I played this earlier on my stream. I'm gonna play it a little bit right now. Let me turn Bryce down because I don't want that bitch to echo. But if you wanna make a point while it's going, just wave your hand and I'll pause it.
Bet.
Let me get this up.
Second Amendment rights gun hand. Where you at, buddy? Where you at, buddy? Here you go. You see what's on the goddamn wall, boy, hanging up my motherfucking house? You see what's on that goddamn wall? I'm a gun packing, gun buying motherfucker. Now I just want to let you goddamn boys know something. I throw up CK. I stand before y'all today and I say fuck Tookie Williams. In the name of the Lord Jesus Christ and in the name and the honor of President Donald Trump, I say fuck Tookie Williams. I say fuck Raymond Washington. We spit on their graves. Fuck the leaders and the founders of the Crips. May they all die. All Crips and Bloods must die. All Crips and Bloods must die. Their children must suffer. Their mothers must be freed from the bondage of a mother's pain and disappointment and shame of having a kid be a gangbanger. Death to all Crips and Bloods. Death to all GDs and BDs. May they all die like King Von. May they all die like Drakey the Ruler. May they all die like Nipsey Hussle in vain. Now go show what we got for them, boys. Yeah, show what we got for them, boys. Anyway, the Nipsey Hussle destroyer right here. Yeah, this is a destroyer. Any one of you Nipsey Hussle fans. I call this the King Von Slayer. Ooh, wait. I call this the King Von Slayer right here, boy. Death to all gangbangers. Death to all gangbangers. We killing Crips. Boom, 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 boom. We killing boom, 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 boom. We shooting GDs and BDs in their goddamn head and in back of their head. Boom, boom, boom. Die like King Von. Boom, boom, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Die like Nipsey Hussle, then kick that bitch in the head. He ain't nothing but a gangbanger.
Like that,
we was born in the United States of America. I'm a proud nigga. I'm a proud American nigga. I ain't a Crip, I ain't a blood, I ain't black, I'm not color, I'm not Negro, I'm the seed of a nigga slave. And it's the birth of a new nation called niggas, never ignorant, getting goals accomplished. It's the nigga nation taking on all gangbangers. Who ready to die, cuz? Blood. On 4 Nim. Fuck 4 Nim. Fuck Lil Dirt. Fuck that bitch ass blonde hair bitch Lil Dirt. You a pussy, nigga.
Shit.
Nigga killed my brother and my best friend. I ain't rapping no more. Bitch ass nigga killed my brother and my nigga. I ain't rapping no more. We gonna go to war. And I got that kind of money. You bitch ass niggas is pussies to that white man. Nigga, I'm gonna go to war with America. I'm not going against America. And you niggas is against America. Oh, say you see by the thunders of night, when the land read it, when the twilight silent, God bless you, man. Oh, say the fuck Raymond Washington, bitch ass niggas, and we throwing pitchforks down. We as black men will no longer give respect to no motherfucking gang. You coward ass niggas, cowards running packs. And it's been proven with you bitch ass niggas. Bitch ass niggas. All hail to President Trump. All hail to President Trump. All hail to President Trump. President Trump is a greater leader than Tookie Williams. President Trump is a greater leader than King Von.
All right.
That was a fucking lie.
Bro, that was because they just put that one clip out where he talking about Nipsey, Drake, and Ruler. I'm like, bro, you got to show the whole thing. This gets better. It gets a lot better.
That nigga said, boo, boo, boo.
Bro, that shit had me fucking dead. Like,
so,
I don't know what, like I said this is my video earlier. That's the gun that looks like need to be illegal. I don't know what the fuck type of gun that is. That shit looks crazy. That looks like some shit Charleston White should not have in his house. I don't know what the fuck type of gun that is. But like I said, you see antics like this though, like he do wild shit, say wild shit. And I get his message. He don't really like the gang shit. He don't like all the underlying things that go on with gangs and community. Like, I get that. Even when I was listening to him today on DJ Gibbons' podcast, he make a lot of sense with the shit he say. But I think it's one of those things where your actual like message doesn't necessarily always get delivered because the only shit that really goes viral is like shit like that. Like the over the top shit is what goes viral.
I think he takes that. I think he accepts that.
No, I think he does it for a reason. It's like marketing. He does. I think he knows what he's doing, especially when you hear him actually talk normal conversation. He sounds like a very smart, well thought out individual, but he knows what to do to get clicks, what to do to go viral on social media. Like
the all hell Trump shit is a clear marketing tool. Like
yeah,
because I'll go nitpick what he said. He was like, "Y'all dance for the white man" or whatever. And then he said, "All hell." I'll do anything for America. He was like, "Oh, hell, Trump." I was like, "This nigga funny," but I get his overall point. And for the most part, I agree with him with maybe not having genocide on these people, but it has to be some type of rehabilitation.
Yeah.
And it has to be a overall cultural shift where we don't allow that it's like, or we don't even look at that as like, that's cool or whatever.
Yeah, I think that's the only shit that has happened. You just can't look at it as like, you can't make that the, the hierarchy of society, which I don't think it is everywhere, but you be naive to not think that in certain areas and certain things, being in the gangs put you in a different hierarchy of status, I would say, in certain places, in certain, environments.
Especially when these celebrities and these dudes get rich and famous and keep pushing this shit. Like I think that's the biggest problem.
Yeah.
Because when I see a blood and a crip on the street, I don't look at that niggas like he cool. Like when I see a nigga with a flag, when I see niggas post on the block, I don't look at those niggas like, damn, them niggas really getting to the bread. You know, like the joke where it's like, I became a D boy because I seen what he had the fresh Cortezes on and shit.
You from Fifth Ward, when you was younger, did y'all look at them as like the guy? Like I wouldn't know your experience because you was actually raised in Fifth Ward. Like were those the guys?
I don't think my era either, but it was cool to be in a gang just because like it was fun to fight and shit. But obviously, as you get older, there ain't no more fighting and shooting and shit like that. But it was cool to be in a gang. It's fun to be in it. But was you just looking up to people? No, I don't think so.
Yeah.
So, and when I see average black people or young black dudes, I don't think they're looking at the real dudes in the streets that's still at their mama house. That's got to stand on the block all damn day because they stay at their mama house or they grandma house.
Yeah.
Or they struggling to pay rent. Like them niggas.
It's not cool.
What's this girl said? Tina Trump. She was like, we drove from LA to Memphis for 6 pounds. It's like, nigga, that shit is a struggle. That, like by the time you incorporate gas and all this shit, nigga, that is not worth it anymore. Yeah. So it's like, when you see these people lifestyle, I don't think that'd be attractive. But when you get rappers, you get media constantly portraying like these rich people acting like they love these things, infatuated with these concepts and gangs. Like, I think that's what promotes another generation and not actually people really gangbanging in the streets. Like, at least being like brought up like that and like, they cousins and their parents was like that. Like, I don't think that's so much the thing anymore like it used to be in the 90s. Like, that was a big reason why people gangbang back then. It was passed down. Now, I don't think it's so much passed down because most of your people like that end up in jail, unsuccessful. And as a young kid, you don't find that it's like, unless they was really popping, you wouldn't find them as somebody as a role model you want to look up to. So I think that's something that happened in the 90s for sure.
Okay. So I just want to play a little bit of the Young Thug conversation real quick, just to because I want to show the parallels. Like whenever he's just talking, he's making certain points. You can kind of probably, I think a lot of people don't want to agree with him because of like who he is, but certain things you can't really deny what somebody's saying. So let me meet you again real quick.
Would become a millionaire where he's helping. He could financially do whatever he wants, flying private jets, living in mansions, changing hundreds of people's lives. Why would that person even still want to be close to
same way Pablo Escobar, John Gotti, Sammy the Bull, same way.
But they made their living off crime. Like Pablo Escobar.
Yeah, he did too. Young Thug did not make his whole living off rap lyrics. He made his whole living off gangsterism, selling gangsterism, homie. So when Lil Wayne tour bus was getting shot up, but when they were saying, man, Young Thug, you think we just supposed to ignore that? When he became a millionaire, millionaires do this stuff. We see it all the time, with Young Thug, black youngster. We see these niggas, homie. They the dumbest people in the world. They're not the smartest individuals just because they're millionaires. These are poor guys who overnight come with overnight success. That the industry give these niggas money, to propagate this gangster shit. And so what happens is they get caught up into the characters and they get caught up into the lyrics, homie. They live in these lyrics.
What do you mean the character?
The character of a rapper. YSL. Young Thug. He never became community guy. He never became the nigga. He still was gangster, even in the community, giving back. He wasn't giving back in the name of a good man.
By the way, I think it's interesting. Recently, they announced that there's going to be 2 more indictments. Lil Baby is trying to clean up.
So if everybody's trying to clean up, then why would we even think that this is an attack on rap? Because if it's an attack on rap, we don't have to clean up. We fight back. If you're attacking me, I don't have to clean up nothing. I fight back with what I do. This is what I do. You notice every time I need something, I go to holler about the community work I do. I go back to what I really do. Like I really help kids. I really work in the community because I really do that. Whenever there's some pressure, I go back to what I really need. I really do this. So if you really do this, why you have to clean up? I don't have to clean up. Nobody's dying around me. I've never buried a friend to gun violence. Never in my life. I've never buried a friend to gun violence. I've never lost a friend to being shot and killed. I don't know nobody that's been shot and killed, huh? A friend. Ain't nobody around me dying. I don't know death.
What do you think is gonna happen with Young Thug?
He going to jail as he should.
You think he should?
Yeah, I think he should.
He's facing probably.
All right, that ain't the part I really wanted to watch, but you just get like a gist of, I guess, how he talk and how he sound. But anyways, yeah, I mean, it's just conversation piece. I feel like someone who speaks out against, people in the industry and rappers, a lot of media personalities are off put by that because rap is, predicated on relationships, and the imagery of rappers, like we always talk about, is that they are the toughest guys in the world. So you don't want to fuck with them because you got fear, right? And I don't even necessarily think it's the rappers. Like they're speaking about it in this, but I've said this before as well. It's not even the rappers I feel you got to worry about. Like you don't have to worry about Lil Durk. You don't have to worry about it's the people around them that are trying to
fund and stuff like that.
It's those people that if you really got to worry about somebody, it's not you got to be scared of fucking Soulja Boy. You got to be scared of Meek Mill. You got to be scared of you got to be scared of the people around them.
And let's be real, it's definitely a character. They actors. Everybody loves to talk about, oh, Drake, he's so good of a rapper because he's a connect. All them niggas are actors. They all have a persona. They all rap in general. You put on a persona. So all these different things, like
a lot of shit is persona. Right. Even when they in their natural, even when they in the streets, at some time it probably is a persona. I gotta put this on like
all the time.
When did they ever get to be their real self? That's bring me back to when they be around the
they
white
family.
billionaire. Maybe when they around the white billionaires, that's what they feel like they said. They get to be joyful. They ain't really worried. They're not scared. They're not whatever. They just doing their thing.
That's understandable.
But yeah, obviously, when they probably around their family. Like look at a rapper around his kids, and that's probably who he truly would like to be. But I guess when you go out, you got to do all those things. You got to
How you feel about the
salute flying low in the building?
How you feel about the Andrew Tates, Kevin Samuels, Charleston Whites of the world becoming more popular? Like truth tellers, keeping it real, red pill kind of energy.
How do I feel about it?
Like, do you feel like
way about it?
So let me rephrase the question. Like, in a sense, do you think that's like a progression in the black community that we starting to see, like black men willing to step up? Or not just, I mean, obviously Andrew Tate's not black, but
he is.
Oh, he's mixed?
Yeah, his daddy black.
Okay, well, I know he's a minority and black people fuck with him, so that's another reason. The fact that
he look white, obviously, but his daddy black. His dad was like a world champion chess player or something like that.
That explains it. That's the I love that the green book or some fucking shit, and he was Italian, and he was like, "Why are you defending this nigga?" And he came out. The cop figured out he was Italian. He was like, "Oh, that explains it." He was like, "You're a nigger too."
I don't know. How do I feel about people like waking up and?
Do you feel like that's a progression to like black community?
I feel like it is just because there's people that speak out about. I feel like there's so many times you get the people that speak out and they're not relatable, right? Like the black people who are like, let's say they get called coons and they're like politicians or they're real like buttoned up. They're real, they're not relatable to people. But
media trained and shit.
A lot of people listen to Charleston White and they like you can't deny that some of the shit he's saying is true. Even Andrew Tate, whether you think certain things are extreme, like I said, and the thing with today's society, you don't have to agree with everything somebody says to say, hey, some things they do say, are right, and I can agree with.
Yeah.
And what was I saying in regards to that? I just feel like that's just becoming more and more the thing that's gonna become more and more popular going forward. Even this new guy, this new nigga named Sneeko or some shit like that, he's getting into that, bro. Okay, we're on the same page. But it's just too much. It's feel like too much of a,
Did you see him try to force the Asian versus black people shit?
No, I didn't see that.
It's cringy as fuck, boy.
I think he's Asian and black or something like that.
Yeah, but he was trying to make it seem like black people was being racist and had an overall hate towards what's the name? And then it's a dude, pretty
Young God, Young Don, or something like
young,
that.
and he had a basically an argument. He was like, "Well, obviously, these are one-off occasions that you coming up with these like."
You talking about the Stop Asian Hate shit, where black people was attacking Asians?
And he was like,
yeah.
it's more prevalent in a cultural, like people know it's culturally that your side hate us more than our side hate you. Like if there was ever a question.
I don't think that just because, and this is we can talk about that real quick, but just because you see some black people attack some Asian people, don't mean because Asian people ain't attacking physically black people that the cultural thing of Asians against black people isn't. They probably hate black people,
and that's here.
You know what I'm saying?
That's here. We might not get attacked, but black people in Asia, like that get heavily discriminated and shit like that. So
that guy, he's one of those people like, I'm awakening. I want to wake you up. This is the thing. We're here. And he's like, I'm a free thinker. They're bots. They're gonna say the same thing. And he like tries to predict shit that people are gonna say.
You gotta watch that. You gotta watch that. It's you.
I watched what he did recently with this guy named Papa Gut, and it's like he wouldn't even let the nigga talk. Like whether you agree with him or don't agree with him, like if you're gonna debate somebody, nigga, let him talk, get the points out. And all he does is really he mocks people, and that's like his shtick. I don't think it's like he takes certain things from people. Like he kind of seems like an Andrew Tate type of guy, but like I said, Andrew Tate is more like eloquent in the way he speaks. And he's like, it's like if you was to take that and try to amplify it times 1,000 of what you think it looks like on social media. That's what when I say Andrew Tate, that's what I mean. Because Andrew Tate is brash, but it's not complete to where he's unlikable.
So I have another point that I'm gonna get back to with the other conversation. But what I say the difference between him and Andrew Tate is the same dude that just argue with Andrew Tate over like the fighting, standing up for your woman or having gender roles and shit like that.
XQC.
These dudes are these bratty Starbucks. Never really had controversy because you made it on YouTube. There's nothing wrong with that. I respect them. I wish I could do what they do.
So, bitch, I wish I was making it on YouTube.
But to a certain degree, their perspective on their perspective on the world is a kind of cliche a lot of times. Versus Andrew Tate, when he's talking about women like to be spanked, is because he had many women that he whatever. Like he's been through these things or he's actually been living life. So it's like him being confident and having a conversation and being matter of fact. And even then, he still had class with the debate with SQC. So it's like you say, elegance, but that just shows the difference between this spoiled brat that thinks he knows it all versus somebody that actually been in the field that actually knows a lot. Like one dude's acting and this spoiled brat that no one really told him anything yet versus his other dudes been through up and down. Like Andrew Tate, bro, I'm sure he's had broke moments and all this other shit before he made it. So I'm sure he got his ass beat. I'm sure he had humbling moments when fighting, even though he was great. But being a fighter, bro, that takes a different mentality versus some dude that made it on YouTube. So just that alone, the mentality. But my overall point that I wanted to get back to is like, I feel like is it good for black media or whatever? I think it's good for media in general because like you get like Joe Budden's now kind of willing to say something about black women. He don't take many leaps, but he'll say something more slick than he ever would before Kevin Samuels was around. Then you'll get was it
even
one of the
Wayans
or something.
Even Charlamagne on the Brilliant Idiots, he doesn't outright say something, but you can tell he's kind of like he kind of says certain things to kind of like poke fun at certain things. Like this shit don't make no sense. He's like the they them shit, like all that type of shit. Like he's not outright saying this is a crock of shit. What is it? But now he's like kind of like come on, we know that shit don't really make no sense. Like, y'all do it, y'all say it, but that shit don't make no sense.
You can kind of put red pill into that, but that's some little Dave Chappelle. But like people like Dave Chappelle, people like this that willing to keep pushing that ledge, help other people be able to feel more comfortable having these conversations. That's why it'd be so important about these dudes not getting counseled, because it's like if they get counseled, obviously it's like they set an example of like, nigga, look what we did to this dude. Like so when they able to speak, I feel like it ultimately sets down this snowball effect of people being more open for whatever reason. It may not be red pill, but people not having a filter no more. And I think that'd be kind of appropriate.
You could say that, like you could say the women and men dynamic conversation about relationships, which a lot of people looked at as taboo. That Kevin Samuels opened the lid on, and Refresh Your Fit opened the lid on, Andrew Tate they all open these lids. you could say in how they got backlash for whatever they say. Like I said, whether you agree with them or don't, I think it's the same thing with Charleston White. It's on the flip side of what's going on in the community with gangs, this and that. It's like people be so connected to the gang shit, and there's a lot of layers that people feel about the gang shit. You know, well, it's not their fault because in the 1990s they put the crack in there, and then this
It's
happened.
layered.
There's
So
a lot
layered.
of things. Like you can still see that there is underlying causes to make this happen, but if there's still destruction going on in the community, I don't see that wrong with a guy calling that out. Like the thing is, a lot of people want him to do is like, we don't want you to call out the gang members that are killing this, or shot the little 7-year-old girl, or killed the 2 twins in their bunk bed. No, talk about white supremacy and why that's the reason it's going on. Like, yeah, we can talk about that, but we can't really do nothing about that at this point. Let's figure out what we're talking about right now.
Quick game of trade-offs. Would you rather cut off your leg?
What is random?
Just wait. To cut off your leg, cut off your hand or your finger to save the rest of your body. Or keep it because of aesthetics, because of memories, keep it because of whatever. But take the risk of it infecting the rest of your body. What would you do?
I cut it off.
Black community, there go your answer.
Okay. You say cut off the okay, I see what you're saying.
Because it's the question, it's layered. Of course, you don't want to fucking cut off your hand. You don't want to cut off something that means something important to you. It's not that we don't care about them, but if it's at risk of poisoning the youth, of poisoning our elders, of poisoning our middle class, because or even our lower class, they gotta live next to this shit and they doing good for their life. They gotta deal with that shit.
Do good. They're just trying to do.
That's what I'm saying. And they gotta deal with constant gunshots, robberies, breaking in. It's like, wouldn't it be easy for our people to survive? They ain't have to deal with that stress and they have to deal with that type of stuff. So do we cut off do we risk amputating a part of our culture to save our community? Which is a hard question, but
I'm lost.
So the question is, Charleston,
how do you cut that off? That's the question. How do you cut that off?
That's a real big tough one, but as far, I mean, black people, we gotta be non-tolerant. That's the biggest thing. Once we non-tolerant, a lot of things will change from there. It'll be a ripple effect, honestly. From there,
I think people are sponges. You can look at what's glorified, what's looked at as cool, and things of that nature to eventually weed out. Like I said, I doubt in 2022, I don't believe the gang thing is probably so prevalent. I would think it's not, but it's probably not even necessarily Bloods and Crips. Now it's just like cliques that pop up and they're just like, we're not Bloods, but we're like the fucking CPP boys or whatever, little shit you grew up with your friends and things like that. So, I mean, I don't know.
And there's nothing
do you agree with him and was saying like people in the community need to start snitching? Like, I mean, who killed Lil Timmy? Y'all all know. Yeah, get him out the streets, bro. Get him out the streets.
Okay, let's be real. If gangs respected civilians like they used to, or maybe like that middle, like how they glorified back in the day when there was rules and mobs, like absolutely no public like crossfire, because that brings more shit onto us from cops. Yeah. Obviously, like we respect these people. They're not a part of this life, so why put? They don't respect us. These motherfuckers have shootouts in the middle of a fucking public. They don't just go die and have wars in the open field by themselves. If they were doing that, leaving us the fuck out of it, I would respect it and not snitch. But you affecting us, so yeah, nigga, fuck out of here. Yeah. So snitching and shit is like, bro, hey niggas, get y'all motherfucking snitch money. Get your 2 tips bread, nigga. Money. Get them tips up, nigga.
I mean, like I said, I don't live in an environment where that's going on, so I'm not like worried about it. But I mean, I get it. Like, bro, it's like we see these little kids getting shot and killed all the time. It's like at some point, it's like, do y'all not give a fuck about these? Why you don't give a fuck about these kids?
At one point, you wouldn't. I'm snitching in front of their ass. At one point, you wouldn't sell dope to kids. You wouldn't sell dopes to parents. You wouldn't sell. You sell it to people, fiends and shit. But they don't give a fuck. They sell dope to them. Like, it's no boundaries.
I don't know. Niggas be talking about they sell dope to their aunties.
That's what I'm saying. But that's shit nowadays. I don't think niggas did that back in then. If they did, it's like, that's just no boundaries. At some point, bro, get them niggas the fuck out of here. Yeah. Like, And then them niggas be snitching on each other. Fuck out of here.
As they get locked up, everybody starts snitching. So fuck it. If I'm a civilian, I'm gonna tell myself.
And I mean, maybe they start moving smarter because they like, oh, well, shit, we can't. These people don't fuck around. But honestly, bro, the things that we need, I feel sometimes be impossible because it's like we can't even get to like simple shit, and this is like so deep and complex. I be feeling like this shit gonna always be here. That'd be the sad truth, bro. Because you need so much like rewashing and so much like reshaping of people's minds, bro. I don't think it's gonna happen. I don't know. Because snitching ain't just gonna change shit. You gonna need a lot of other shit. What you looking at, nigga?
I would have just. Sorry. Another video of Charleston White talking about snitching. When he's like on the phone, if I see a nigga shooting, I'm gonna chase him down here. I'm gonna tell the police he right here, right now. Y'all come get him. Oh, it's a video. It's crazy. If you don't care about my life, then I don't care about yours. Period. Yeah. Because
I get an extra 2,000.
What you mean?
For snitching, if I get an extra,
because eventually, like it's like I always say, it's like when you see them little kids getting killed in their bunk beds and shit like that, like. Eventually, that could be your house that gets accidentally shot up. You know what I'm saying? Or you get hit with the stray bullets. It's like if you see that video where like Black Lives Matter. I don't even say Black Lives Matter, but people were protesting for this guy that the police ended up killing, or something like that. And the lady was like, "Why are y'all protesting? He could have killed my kids. He was shooting shots into my house. Some shit he was doing." Let me see if I can find that video. Woman yells. At BLL. Let me see.
Casey's in the hallway. The shot went through my door to the pillar to the kitchen. I was cooking food for my kids. There was Casey's in the hallway. The shot went through my door to the pillar to the kitchen. I was cooking food for my kids. He's dead now, so that can't happen. It shouldn't know. It doesn't matter. He shouldn't have been dead. Y'all should have came and helped him when he was alive.
Yeah, a lot of anger and frustration from the mother who lived next door to Teckley Sundberg. An emotional evening as Arabella Yarborough recounts the night of the hours-long standoff at her Minneapolis school. That 6-hour standoff Thursday morning ending with police
against police violence. The aftermath of the shooting with us that showed multiple bullet holes through her front door and through her bathroom wall. She confronted the family of Teckley, saying she had 5 minutes to live while Teckley had 6 hours to choose life or death.
That man was armed. George Floyd was not armed. Breonna Taylor was not armed. Amir Lockett, he was armed and he had his own guns, but they came into his home while he's licensed to carry and killed him. He did not shoot fire. This man intentionally tried to kill us.
We can feel terribly.
All right. That's what I'm just saying. Like, it's like, I feel like people, it's one of those situations where people feel that they have to go to bat for everybody and everything. And like I said, some people, like somebody getting killed is tragic, obviously, because they were a mother, son, brother, father, whatever to somebody. But at the end of the day, it's like, bro, everybody don't need that treatment. Every case ain't a bad case. I saw a video yesterday in New York, right? So it was a man and woman was arguing. It got a little, testy. Police came up trying to break it up. The dude was putting the police officer in the headlock, slamming his ass, doing all these things. I didn't say he should have killed him. But, if something would have happened like that where he was getting the shit beat out of him and he would have pulled his firearm, people go, oh my God, it's the worst. I don't know, man. I don't know. I think people, they just need to, find the right shit to really, go after. Because that's how I feel like when it came to the Me Too shit, where you just go after everything, it kind of, lessens your cause.
Yeah, I mean, you say nothing wrong there. Honestly, like
if he's going back and forth with the police, shooting in his lady's apartment, and he ended up getting killed, It's like, bro, that's not a.
So that's my only thing. I was like, how she know the cops wouldn't? It wasn't cops bullets, but she said he was already trying to shoot at them before the cops came. So yeah, that's the thing with me. It's like we have some very terrible individuals in our community, just like any other community. But if we don't acknowledge that, bro, and try to like do things to help, like people gonna keep getting terrorized. People got women be like protected, black women, black men know how other dangerous other black men can be, other men in general can be. Like at some point we got to be real with ourselves and be like, this shit. Even the people that's acting like this and the like rappers and shit, like that shit not really cool, bro.
Like I said, I don't be want to just blame black people because, like I said, I don't think it's majority of the people. I think it's just the hyper vocal individuals we see on TV. But it's like when you look at other communities, we don't really see, like I said, unless it's in their little hyper groups defending people who was like doing bad shit and like hailing them up as like, you know.
No, it happens.
No, I know it happens.
That's Harvey Weinstein. That's all these other niggas that's had several cases and no one said nothing because they got supported. Basically, it's a different sense, but they didn't get counseled. Their behavior kept living and it kept affecting others.
But I think, well, okay, that's what you're saying. Like they're like, I mean, that would be the same thing as like, you know, a nigga killing people in the hood and they're just like letting them.
Yeah, he was fucking.
Denzel I'm not saying it doesn't happen.
He was the American gangster of rape in Hollywood, basically.
Was he raping people?
You know what I mean? Sexual harassment, whatever.
She said nobody was openly supporting Harvey.
No one. So my point is the culture and the people around him that knew about these things happening let that shit go on. Just like how we let R. Kelly go on. Like, it's plenty other examples of this that go on in that community. That's all I was saying. Like it happens, just like how white dudes you can fucking be a child molester or a rapist and only get a certain amount of, you get like 3-6 years, versus a motherfucker had 2 grams on them or something had 35 years. That in itself shows like you know, you get out on early term, like they be out.
You bring to the justice. I'm just talking about like regular people.
But
and like protesting for the people after they done did something obviously wrong. Like the people who celebrate R. Kelly after we obviously see him do something wrong, that shit is like this to me.
We all hear about the joke about how white parents are ultra liberal and don't really disobey and punish their kids, and their kids are very disobedient and disrespectful. And how they let that go on like that, like, and as many other behaviors that they know about their kids, like. I don't even talk about white community because it's not my community. Like, so dudes get drunk, get fucked up, get into fights and shit. It don't get on their record. They may get put in jail for a night, but they get off. Their parents know shit but they may rape. They may do a lot of different shit. They gonna have a lawyer get paid off. They get that shit washed. They gonna have a settlement, shit like that. Like where people gonna actively be involved.
White dudes with money. Yeah. If you got money, you rape a little girl at college or something like that. And you most likely gonna get swept on the rug, and you gonna go off. You gonna become whatever you're gonna become in your life.
Even you don't gotta be rich. You could have been like white football player that just was good.
But you're like you have something to provide. You ain't gonna be no trailer park nigga and people trying to save you. That's what I'm talking about. You're still benefiting in some way. Like maybe you're not rich, but you're actively doing something that people consider beneficial. They could use you for eventually at some point in time. So they're gonna protect you.
My only argument is from every level of white that they do that too. That's all. It's in that community. We just don't hear about it, but they cover up a lot of shit. But see,
my main argument is I know people cover up shit and they don't speak about it. My thing is just like when you're out here openly, like I'm talking about like when the action happens.
Oh yeah, you're right. You're right. I'm 100%.
No, he didn't do it. It's like, bro, we seen him do that. Like you can't get defended at that point. Now you see people like behind the scenes, like behind closed doors. Yeah, they're trying to get shit racked up. They're trying to pull that down.
Casey Anthony got off.
But nobody celebrated. But it's like nobody celebrated for her to get off. Nobody's like, yes, girl, get off. That's the difference. Like you can get off in the justice system, but people ain't celebrating you, getting off.
Now I get what you're saying.
Like if Harvey Weinstein got off, I don't think people are gonna celebrate him getting off.
Now I get what you're saying. They don't. I don't know, man. I think we don't know that culture like we think we do, because in the rock culture, they be having that shit in their music, they having that shit in their songs and shit, talking about different things. Whatever.
Yeah.
But I think it's
Like I
obviously
said, maybe I'm skewed because my whatever media I consume is typically only about black people.
like they.
So I
they
can
do.
admit that's probably skewed. Like if I watch other shit, I might see other, things where people, praise shit that shouldn't be praised.
Yeah, but no, just sticking to our community, you're right though. It's wrong. Even if other communities is doing this.
So we did that. We talked about that. You want to react to the Black Panther?
Yeah, let's get
You
into
want to react
it.
to the Black? Let's get to some more. It gets to some, some good vibes, man. So, obviously, Black Panther trailer dropped. It is coming out on November. I haven't been to movie theaters in a long ass time, so I'm definitely going to the movie theaters to see this shit. Let me pull this up real quick.
You ready to
I've
see
seen it. I don't know if Bryce has seen it, but I'm gonna do a live react. Hopefully,
It didn't look good to me.
it don't go whatever. It don't go get the stream taken down. So let's go. Shout out to Tim's for the sound.
No woman, no cry. Little darling, don't shed no tear. No woman, no cry. Good friends we've lost along the way. In this great future, you can't forget your past. So dry your tears, I say.
Ooh, Atlantis.
Everything's gonna be alright. Everything's gonna be alright now. Everything's gonna be alright. Everything's gonna be alright. Everything's gonna be alright.
I am queen of the most powerful nation in the world, and my entire family is gone. Have I not given
Salute Chadwick
everything?
Boseman.
And when I wake up,
Jeez. Wakanda forever. All right.
They playing shit from damn. You know he ain't had no shit.
That's from the Bibba Butterfly. Nigga.
Oh damn, I'm tripping. Nah, at
I
first
think it's gonna be
didn't-
good. At first I watched it, I was like, I don't know if that's gonna be too good. But the more I watch it, the more I'm watching these little Comic-Con motherfuckers break it down, and they're saying, oh shit, that's gonna be the Atlanteans versus Wakandans and this and that. I'm like, okay, I can see how that could, make it to a good movie.
It looked a little bit everywhere, which I was like, I don't know what the fuck going on. But so you did when you said Atlanteans, I'm like, oh, so it's ancient civilization versus ancient civilization of high technology fighting against each other. Cool, I liked it. I didn't know what was like the battle. I didn't know who the fuck the enemy was. So I'm like, who the fuck? Who is this?
I forgot his name. It's like I don't know. I'm gonna get it wrong. It's like Neuro or something like that. I was watching Brilliant Idiots and Charleston or something like. If you watched one of the Marvel movies, I forgot which one it was, but he said after that Marvel movie, when they're looking at things, like it looks like there's a earthquake that just happened off the coast of Wakanda in the ocean, and that's like to pretty much tease like the Atlanteans have, they're back or some shit like that. But it's one of the cameos that was in one of the Marvel movies. I forgot which one.
So at first I thought his sister was gonna be the next Black Panther, which
You don't think so?
you didn't see it.
Who'd you see?
Okay, so somebody had a baby. Somebody was pregnant, right?
That was a water person. What you mean? That's the water people that's underwater.
They had a water birth. I don't think that was water people just because she had a water birth.
I think that's what Let me see.
So look, let me give you my theory, and then you listen. Then you can give your response. So I believe that's a Wakandian having a baby in a water birth. And then if you fast forward, they have a man coming out of the water with the symbols on his back. And that's that and he looks like they like basically made him older. Like from like Twilight type shit. When they had the little baby, they made the baby grow up in age. It
That's
looked
the
like
bad guy.
the dude that came out of the water was the
He
bad
got
guy.
the green on.
He didn't have green on. He was naked. He basically just had his back was out like a Wakandian.
Oh, let's run this bit back. You got to point out to where that's at. Because if you look at these people in the water, let me make a big screen.
Did you see go to the person being right? Okay,
That shit ain't black. She ain't no Wakandan.
This
That's
not
one of the
Wakandian?
underwater Atlantis people.
Okay, keep going.
Look at the little jewelry she got on. Look at the white people. They white. Or Mexican, I think. I think that's the dude being born. Him.
Okay.
They all on the
Look,
well.
let me show you what I think Black Panther is.
Everything's gonna be alright. Everything's gonna be alright now. Everything's gonna be alright.
Right here. You seen that? You seen how okay. So that's what fucked me up. I seen the birth. Then if you go back 1 second, that person was younger. Is that the same person?
Yeah. Because you see how these people got that thing on their face? That's
Got
water.
you.
That's the water people.
Got
And you can see it still got all the blue people.
you.
Yeah,
I thought that was
he the bad. I mean, I don't know if he's necessarily bad. I don't know his messages. It could be kind of like a Killmonger type shit, but that's that guy.
all that was moving.
Oh shit! Hold on, it's
really
probably got
nice
an echo. Hold on. Yeah, I know it's got an echo. I forgot about that shit. We good. Anyways, what's that?
But yeah, all that happened kind of fast. So I really didn't see the blue people and stuff.
Yeah.
But but they kind of had like when he was walking out the water, it looked like he was walking up to Wakanda type shit. Like I guess they had a similar civilization type build.
Yeah.
So that was cool. So
they said not conspiracy theories, but they do like the comic people when they shit come out, they do all 8 million videos. I see one guy, he was saying that he thinks that Shuri is gonna go to like whatever Wakanda's like afterlife is. I forgot what it's called. Their sacred whatever, and they think that she's gonna pull Killmonger from the afterlife and bring him into the and he's gonna become Black Panther. Because what they were saying was if you think about it, Killmonger was also threw into the ocean, and they were saying that this all who fucking knows, but this is what the guy was saying. He said the Atlanteans possibly got Killmonger's body when they threw him into the ocean. You know what I'm saying? So who knows?
Hey.
It's probably my guess is either his sister or it's whoever his girlfriend with Lupita Nyong'o it's either gonna be one of them. That's what I would assume.
Boring.
But Shuri was Black Panther in the comics, so it's like it would make sense for her to eventually.
It's not about me being the Shuri being a Black Panther. I don't know if I want that actor to be the main act. Like I don't know if I'm buying into her like I bought into Chadwick Boseman just because she was his sister. Now she's getting put in that role. I don't know if I'm buying that. Now we already was like, Killmonger, man. Why the fuck did he have to die, man? He was a good one. Like that was a cold villain. We only got so much. We was loving Killmonger, so for him to transition, and my second pick would be M'Baku. That's who I would want to be my second.
That person was a little petite to be M'Baku, though.
No, I said that's who I would want it to be.
Oh, okay. No women, just men.
Unless it was a woman that can play that role, but I'm not big on woman superheroes like that. I'm not gonna lie to you. Sorry.
You don't like Captain Marvel?
I actually hate her.
Why?
That's like the worst one. I don't like her character. I don't like the actress. I don't like nothing about that lady.
You don't like Wanda?
You said Captain Marvel.
No, man. I'm just.
Wanda. I like Wanda. I like Wanda. I like Widow.
What about Wasp?
She cool, but none of them main characters though. Like Wanda was the main character, but
Captain Marvel was the main character.
I'm talking about like.
And they got another movie come out, The Marvels.
Okay, I
with
misspoke.
her and
I misspoke. I didn't mean to say it like that. Like Black Panther's love. I don't know. I don't like it. I don't like it. That's
I
all.
mean, they got to do something because obviously Chadwick Boseman died. I'm just hoping that the movie, and I'm doubting that it's going to be that. I feel like it's going to be something that happens very early. It's going to be brief, and then they're going to move on from it. I don't think they're going to linger on. I don't think so. Maybe, and also I don't know what the runtime is for the movie. I don't feel like they're going to linger on the Chadwick Boseman thing forever. Maybe like the first 20 minutes of the movie, they'll do their thing. But I think that after that, they're gonna go into the story.
They're gonna go into the story.
There's gonna be themes of it within the movie, like when she probably becomes the Black Panther. Like there's gonna be. I'm not saying there's gonna be themes, but I don't think they're gonna harp on it the entire movie.
Yeah, but
obviously there's gonna be themes within the movie about him dying. I do wonder what they're gonna. I wonder what they're gonna say. Like, what's the die? Like, what happened?
He got hit by a nuke.
It's gonna be something like. Like, is it gonna be a super? Is it gonna be? Are they gonna try to say like the Atlanteans killed them or something like that? I wonder what they're gonna.
That would make it hard. I mean, like actually make it like a common interest that we can hate them.
Yeah, that's true. Daniel Kaluuya won't be in it yet because he decided to do Nope instead of Black Panther.
I feel like I wanted to ask a question. So you would want to see Shuri as that actor?
It's not actress? I think I would want to see. I would love for Chadwick Boseman to still be alive, but
you wouldn't. When I'm
thinking about the movie, who else? I just don't know who else they would make the Black Panther.
I mean,
like, you'll just pull a random like fucking out the wood, like, and I'm not saying they can't replace his character. I'm not saying that like we're gonna have a new Chadwick Boseman. I'm saying if you're gonna not do that, who else is already in the movie would do that? Is what I'm saying.
If you was to do with those stipulations, I can understand how you get to that point. But I don't think like you. I don't think you have to have somebody from the previous movies or movie. Because like with Wakanda history, like they have a fight for Black Panther role, so it could be a dude that obviously had an up and coming story or whatever and won the fight, the battle.
I feel like if you're gonna go with the Marvel thing, it makes sense because it'd be like you would think like whatever we see in the comic books typically happens in the movie. Not saying they're exact, but like we found this Wakanda named Jacob. Oh, he's the Black Panther. Like he's the strongest. Like Shuri in the comic books at some point became Black Panther.
Well, there's like multiple Black Panthers though, so you could just make him a rendition of like based on a certain Black Panther character, just like Batman. Like every Batman not based off the same like comic. Like there's different versions of Batman. Like the last Batman with Ben Affleck was based on the Batman of his later years, but those he got more grumpy.
Completely different movie series. Like the Batman, but the greatest Batmans that we've seen, which are the ones with the Joker and Bane and whatever. That's like their own thing.
Okay.
Like, there's different renditions of not Black Man. I would say Black Man, Batman, but this isn't like this isn't.
But
like
he died though, so that's the exception for it. It wouldn't be like I get that, like making a new Spider-Man out of nowhere when there was already a Spider-Man. That's stupid. But he died, so it's an exception to making. It's not like Chadwick Boseman just didn't want to show up and you went with a random person or something like that. And even then, I feel like you can.
But are you saying to make another Chadwick Boseman is what I'm asking?
No. Just make another Black Panther. Oh, no. Get a new Black Panther with different character types. You kind of missed my Batman point. The Ben Affleck Batman was based on the comic series when Batman was older and grumpier and less agile, so he used more weapons and things like that. And he was more liable to kill people and shoot people versus like other comics was based off like him being more young and being more whatever. So I'm just talking about the character, like that mentality that Black Panther may have. Like, so say if Killmonger became Black Panther, he's not as diplomatic. He's a rebel, but he also wants to get shit done. So he's a effective leader in his own way, but it's nothing like Chadwick Boseman, but he's still a great Black Panther. So it's like you don't want him to try to be exactly like Chadwick Boseman. You will try to pull from another Black Panther that maybe was older. Like maybe he was 40 or 50, or maybe he was a teenager. Maybe we go with a young kid or something like that. Just saying like a different version of the Black Panther. Like it don't have to be. So I get your point. Like no, you don't want to try to directly replace the Chadwick Boseman. Be like this was Siri's brother and shit like that. Like nah, like he's not even from that family. He was not even from that same tribe because it was like hundreds of tribes in Wakanda. You know what I mean? So he came from another tribe. But, you know, he had similar traits of being able to fit the role and being worthy of being the Black Panther. So, whatever. But I'm just saying you can be creative with it versus... So, what I'm saying is I will pick the field over just going with Shuri, the actress. I love her as a sister. I love her in that tech role, but being that Black Panther warrior fighter, I'm not going to buy that. She don't look like that person. Like, suit ain't going to fit her right.
That was her. It was looking right. She got the nails. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Maybe they're just like, fuck it. He died. Shuri does become Black Panther in the comics, so let's just roll with that. I would love
Black Panther Reborn. I would love it to be Killmonger. Oh my god, I will watch that movie so many fucking times. They bring. If he can get back into that role too, though, he gotta get back into that role because you know sometimes you can't just snap back into that.
Yeah, that's true. But I mean, yeah, that's just the things people saying like, oh, will it be Killmonger? Will it be Hey, salute.
Get that nigga the horns and shit.
Salute.
The community.
Hey, salute. We was just talking about that. Bryce gonna use that for his his whatever you said you're trying to get earlier. Your water tank.
Oh yeah, the water tank costs but exactly how much would be my cut.
Okay. So, anyways, yeah, I'm excited for it to come out. I'm gonna go to the movies and watch it. You guys see how it goes. You seen all the other stuff they released, right? All the Phase 6, all that type of shit.
Nope. Can you pull up a poster or something? Show me something.
All right,
show the chat. Show the community.
Let's see. Phase 5. Because they just had Comic-Con this week, so they announced, everything they got coming out next. So let's see if we get. Okay, here it goes. So we got you gonna be on. Let me just mute this. Maybe that won't do it. So we got the next one's coming out next year. Can I zoom in on this? Oh, I'm on this screen. Hold on. That bitch ain't trying to do that. Nah, I ain't gonna do it. Maybe you a hoe. Anyways, fuck it. They got Ant-Man is coming out the top of next year. And then they got a Disney Plus one coming out called Secret Invasion. Guardians of the Galaxy 3 coming out next year. Then they got another Disney Plus one called Echo. Loki season 2.
I got a question.
Hold on, let me see. I don't know if you be echoing with that. What you guys say?
Guardians 3, they gonna still have like all the characters, the same characters?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
That's stronger than to keep all the same exact cast. I mean, it's been years.
Yeah, but they said that soon's gonna break up.
Oh, what's the name? Dead, right?
Who?
No, the green girl's still alive.
Yeah, she came back during the this little flip. But anyway, then the Marvels, your favorite. The Marvels they're gonna do one with her, Captain Marvel. I think the Disney Plus character Miss Marvel, and there was somebody else I seen. And then they got Blade coming out. I'm kind of interested to see how Blade ties into the Marvel thing.
Zendaya dead? What you mean? Oh yeah,
Zoe Saldana. Who else we got? The Ironheart. Then we got Akkad.
Ironheart. Who is that?
I don't know. They didn't show who they were. Then they got a witch one, which is called like I forgot the fuck. Agatha.
Sound like some Iron Man shit.
Agatha. Then they got 18 seasons of the Daredevil. Then they got Captain America: New World Order. And then the Thunderbolts. And then in 2024, they got Fantastic Four, Avengers: The Kang Dynasty, and then Avengers: Secret Wars.
So all that come out before 2024? The other stuff?
Yeah, all that's gonna come out next year.
Oh damn!
Yeah, they running it up.
Cause I was like, we gotta wait all the way to get Avengers to wait for all that. Cause back in the day when we first got that rollout, nigga, that shit was like 5 years ahead. Like goddamn.
I wouldn't even think about none of that shit because I wasn't like big into Marvel when like Iron Man came out and Captain America. I was just watching them hoes as they was coming out. And then like, oh shit, Thor 1, Thor 2, and then oh shit, Avengers, what the hell going on?
So not that era, like, cause we wasn't that hip yet. Like, we watching everyone that came out because we was just
You
like,
talking
oh
about the
shit, another
Avengers,
one
the
coming out.
Endgame? You talking about Endgame?
Yeah, like having to know like when the next
Yeah.
Endgame, when the next Spider-Man, like damn, that shit ain't coming out till.
But you gotta think that shit happens fast because all the shit that's came out already, whether it's Captain America, this, that. I mean, not Captain America, like Loki season 1, all that was getting announced. That was 2019, and all that shit went by. It's already 2022 now. Now they got Loki season 2 coming out, all this other shit coming
I need to
out.
watch Thor.
Yeah, Thor was cool. It was cool. I'm excited, and people, you know, I'm excited to see how it all ties together. That's what I'm excited for. I'm kind of curious about these Disney Plus shows. I don't know. The only Disney Plus show that I really was fucking with was the Loki one. What other ones came out? I didn't watch WandaVision. I ain't gonna lie to you. I didn't watch that shit. People said it was good.
It was decent.
I didn't watch WandaVision.
Did you watch the Captain Falcon?
No, I didn't watch that one.
That was good. That was
I didn't watch Hawkeye.
I didn't finish Hawkeye.
I didn't watch any of those. But I'm interested to see like whatever this Secret Invasion one is, this Echo, Ironheart.
They sound like some Iron Man stuff.
Yeah, possibly. And then Agatha and the Witch Coven, whatever that is. And then they got the Thunderbolts. Like, I'm interested. I'm ready to see. Weeks. Who's the next big villain? Whoever Kang is. Kang is the next villain.
If y'all watch Loki, y'all know.
Yeah, Kang is in Loki. Yeah. Kang the Conqueror.
He can be better than Thanos because of his like multiple personalities being connected. Like he's omnipresent, if you know what that is. Like he's here, he's in the past, and he's at the future all at the same time because he's connected to all the timelines. Or I might be confused, but he lives forever. Like he literally sits at the end of the timeline in one division. So something like that. Like he's very aware on a universal level.
He makes sense for all his multiverse shit.
Yeah, he's a universal being versus like Thanos, those rocks. So if y'all watch Loki, this will give y'all more understanding of how powerful Kane is. In other universes, those stones don't mean shit. Every universe have those stones, but once you take them into the multiverse or outside of those little realms, those stones don't mean anything. So, Kang is a creator of like the fucking organization. It's many different things in the universe, but like to him, those rocks and stones don't mean shit. The stones that he was using to manipulate the universe and shit don't mean nothing to Kang. So even how they could possibly beat him don't make sense because I don't know, but he can the level of depth and sophistication and how hard you have to be cold at to beat this nigga. Like it could
So
be
I don't
good.
know. I don't know how his powers are. Right, I looked him up on Wikipedia. This is his description of his powers. So Kang has no superhuman abilities, but is an extraordinary genius, an expert historical scholar, and a master physicist specializing in time travel, engineer, and technician. He is armed with 40th century technology, wearing highly advanced battle armor that enhances his strength. Is capable of energy, hologram, and force field projection. Has a 30-day supply of air and food, and is capable of controlling other forms of technology, courtesy of his time ship. Kang has access to technology from any century, and he once claimed his ship alone could destroy the moon. He is also far more resistant to radiation than humans from the present. Ramutut, he used an ultra-dulled ray gun that was able to slap the willis of human beings at a high frequency. Is able to weaken superhuman beings and prevent use of their superpowers.
Yeah, he's not gonna be fighting and shit like that and squabbling with anybody. So that's the thing. That's what's gonna be weird too. How do we show
How do you make
Hulk
that
be
interesting?
great? Like, yeah, his army fighting him, but at some point we want to see him get beat up. But all it takes is one punch from Hulk.
Yeah.
But it's like, well, he had the holograph shit. So it's like, I mean, the Spider-Man movie was good with the holograph dude, but that shit only goes so far. You know what I mean? Like we talking about grand scale invasions and all type of shit when the Avengers come into play. So what makes him such a threat to a point where like you can't even put hands on him?
I think we'll see in the new. They said his big like he was in Loki, right? But his first like on TV movie, not on TV movie, is gonna be an Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania. So
Like,
that's when he'll, show
does
himself.
does he hire like superheroes from other timelines to fight for him? Like, does he have like guns that are like send Hulk sending like 200 feet backwards? You know what I mean? Like what? Like what
Yeah.
does he have? What does he have, bro? Like that's what I'm curious. I know he got the timeline shit, but
I gotta watch the last episode of Loki again just to see. I just gotta see.
They didn't really give too much different like description. Like he's powerful because of, like you said, his mastery of the universe. But our superheroes are based on fighting. Like
He conquers societies and uses them to fight for him. If he got something dropping, don't he got something dropping right now? They're talking about Will Smith. Kang is the master of everything. We'll see. I'm excited. I'm ready for the get shit cracking. Let's see what they got going on. Yeah, wait till 2024, but
he basically got a lot to his disposal, so he can use. So Thanos had armies. Thanos had people fighting for him that was almost superhuman, like. So yeah, and we already seen that there's superheroes in other dimensions that got squashed by Marvel, but Thanos, I mean, Kang probably tapped into probably the strongest on some Dragon Ball Z shit. Like he probably tapped into the strongest people from other universes and could put them all together. Like nigga, I know the strongest person in this universe. I know the strongest person in that universe.
So it says the thing is Avengers Kang Dynasty. So you would assume maybe there's like a plethora of supervillains that he got at his disposal to fight the Avengers.
That'd be hard. I ain't gonna lie, cause that little bit that we got in Marvel with my bad, not Marvel, with Wanda and how she went at the other like superheroes from other dimension. That shit was live seeing them in that dimension. Like, oh, look at these other like off-brand Walmart brand superheroes. But I like this shit.
Yeah. I think he's gonna take over Atlantis to fight Wakanda. We'll see. But his next appearance is gonna be Ant-Man and the Wasp. Starting the beginning next year.
I'm curious to see how they kind of sprinkle them in there. Do they sprinkle them in a little bit like they did with Thanos? Because you didn't know Thanos was the main. Like you knew he was the main dude, but like you had no idea to what level.
Yeah.
Until like we didn't know his personality really. He's just a nigga on a chair.
Like you see the cameo, like at the end of I forgot what movie it was. The end of one of the movies, you just see him in the chair, and he turned around and grinned. That's all you see in the ends. The movie's over. I forgot which movie that was after. I think maybe that was after one of the Thor movies or something like that.
One of the Thor movies though. I think when he had that blue dude working for him.
That was Guardian of the Galaxy.
Okay, that's what
he had the Ronin. Ronin was working for him. Yeah.
So, but I would want Kane to be sprinkled in a little more.
Yeah.
So, because when we got Thanos, yeah, it was like, oh shit, we finally got Thanos. But it would have been nice to get more Thanos. The fact that he was really 2 movies, right? Significantly?
Yeah, 2 movies significantly.
And that character, bro, could have been spread out at least in 4 or 5 movies, bro.
Yeah. I think he was cameos in other movies, and then he was a little bit relevant in Guardians of the Galaxy. You heard his name came up, and obviously Ronan was going back and forth to get him the Power Stone or something like that. But besides that, not until the Avengers movies.
And I feel like if we would have got him in like at least 3 or 4 more movies, oh my goodness, bro, like that would have been.
Because even Thanos is the one who sent in the people through the first one, right? Through the portal. Like that was, we didn't know.
Okay, well, yeah, it was his army.
Yeah, it was like his army.
Yeah, but we didn't.
They're all pretty much every bad guy in some way. Besides, I think the robot shit, Ultron, was tied to Thanos, right? Loki was tied to him. The Ronin guy in Guardians of the Galaxy was obviously tied to him.
Well, Ultron was tied to him in the sense of that Iron Man was trying to stop the incoming danger of someone of Thanos or like Thanos' army.
Yeah.
I was gonna say one thing I forgot though. You didn't watch Nope?
No, I didn't watch it. Was it good?
Pretty good. It's pretty good. It's a cool movie. Like
Logan Paul says the worst movie he's ever seen. he said there was no direction. He was saying, but I didn't read a lot of it because it had spoilers. But like, essentially, like it had no direction. It felt like they was trying too hard to do something or something. Saying something's the worst movie you ever seen is like the worst movie you've ever seen.
Was it a deep movie? Was it like the best movie I've seen ever? No. I think it might have been better than Us though, with like the directing, the cinematography, like the writing was good. Like
Yeah,
Kiki Palmer and Kahlua, like they had good chemistry.
yeah.
I even like the little B-side character they had that came and fixed the fucking equipment and shit. Like, I like the monkey shit with he probably got a bird brain.
Yeah.
Because it was some shit with the monkey beating up on the girl on the girl and shit and acting crazy, a beast unleashed and all this shit. And they got a little, subtle resembles to the alien or whatever. But
Yeah.
I guess you can get like that had like a constant throwback, or what do you call that when you go back in time in a movie?
Foreshadowing.
No, not foreshadowing. It's something else. But they basically kept going back to that scene a few times in the movie, which I like the scene because of just the intensity of the scene. Shit, being in that little boy's shoes when that situation happened, like it was a good movie. Was it the most scary movie in the world? No. Was it the most thrilling movie in the world? No. But it was a good movie, bro. Like I don't like. I do get in that bag sometimes, so I can understand where people come from. It's like, let me put the expectations on this. Got to be the greatest thing ever.
Yeah.
No, but it wasn't. It wasn't that. But this, like, just our cinematography alone, and like how they cut and how they had certain, just how he put the movie together, bro. Like that alone was good enough for me. Like then, like I said, the story in itself with the alien and shit, it was unique. It was cool. Like you didn't understand it, you didn't get it, you didn't understand like whatever. Was it about racism? No, not really. It wasn't really much about racism at all. Like it had some deep undertones where you could talk about it got that don't look up, respect the beast and things like that. Like you could look deep into it, but ultimately it was a cowboy versus aliens film.
Yeah.
With comedy mixed into some little jump scares. And really, I don't think Jordan Peele is even into that jump scare thing. I think he likes to try to put you in like if you was in these shoes, you would be scared, or you would be fearing these things. Like if you was, like I said, if you was the little boy, so to spoilers anybody.
Well, don't spoiler nothing. I don't want no damn spoiler.
Oh, you don't watch it? Well, so it just like if you was in that little boy's shoes when that monkey decided to fucking go off and start killing people, you would be fucking terrified. Is it a jump scare shit? No, but if you was in those shoes, like he do a good job of making you feel how that person would feel in that situation. Yeah. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay. So is that scary? No. Is it like jump scares? No. But that's good. Like it makes you feel there. Like I don't know, man. I don't know, bro. Yeah. I wasn't gonna give a big spoiler or nothing like that.
Fuck that. Anyways, nope, we ain't seen it yet. We'll see it soon. Let's get to this guy, right? Because ever since this guy called Russell Wilson a square, he done just been on a whole nother level. No spoiler D from me acting old. I don't want to spoil it, man. That's all I'm saying. But anyway, let's watch this real quick. And let me know what y'all think about shit like that.
Ain't gonna never watch that shit.
No, I ain't gonna watch it. Let me see. Let me mute you real quick.
Me and my wife go to a nudist colony. Like once a year, we go to a nudist colony.
What's going on?
Yeah, that's
we go to a place where like you walk in, everybody just gets naked and walks around.
I heard you said.
I didn't know if you knew this.
No, I'm just asking you what's going on.
Okay, yeah. So we go to the nudist colony, and we just kind of go around. You got to shave everything and show out, and especially when you shave your shit, it looks bigger because you gain inches from no hair.
Back up for a second. I just want to get clarity. Mm-hmm. Y'all just
He's hanging out or y'all fucking these people? Like, what's that?
No, there are swingers there, but you set the precedent.
I get
when
that.
you get there.
I don't know why you're not listening to. I want to know, what do you, y'all? So y'all get down? Is what you say?
It's kind of the question, but we don't get down, but we just like to be around naked people together.
You see what I'm doing, bro? I'm out of
Hey,
there.
that's y'all two conversations.
Yeah.
I'm gonna drink.
Okay,
Happy
so they
day.
just.
We just like to be around naked people. The one thing that gets me.
We just like to be around naked people.
I hear what I'm saying out loud. The one thing that gets me is just eating, like breakfast.
What you eating, Chan?
I don't want, they're at the buffet, your dick's by my eggs. I don't want your dick by my eggs. I eat coochie. I don't want coochie by my eggs, even though I eat coochie and eggs. This is my Kevin Hart delivery.
Yeah, I'm still at the point of you just saying we just like to be around naked people.
You don't like to be around naked people?
Be honest with you, I have no desire to be around a bunch of people I don't know just sitting there naked. That's what I said.
But some people, but the women, you better strip club.
I'm
You
willing to
think
bet.
women.
As a matter of fact, I'm willing to bet a good number. It ain't a lot of put together people going to these women saying.
No. Me and my wife.
All right. But he said some other shit. He kind of reiterated the whole telling Kevin Hart about he acts like a wet cat, put him outside and whatever type of shit you say. Would you go to a nude thing with your girl?
Fuck no. She wouldn't be
a nude swinger hotel?
No, not my girl. Maybe some like random bimbo, and I wouldn't go in. No, I don't want to go to that shit anyways. Like I'm not. That's nasty.
That's how like that weird Hollywood shit y'all be talking about be going on. That's how. Why are we going here?
So swingers is a thing. So I get that, but so it's where couples and dudes that want to cheat or want to have side girls but can't have it without like basically doing a trade off with that girl and being like, she get to have some too. So they like, fuck it, I'll trade my wife, getting banged out a little bit if I can get a shot at some free. So that's why they like that shit. That's why swingers do it. They woman probably want another man anyways. They probably halfway out the door, but they still with them and want to experiment. And the dudes, they want to be.
But there ain't no way, and I don't give a damn how rich I am. There ain't no way I'll partake of those shit like that.
Cause it's dudes where I've literally talked to people where they talked about like a woman that come up to them and like their husband to kind of be lingering, they'll invite them over. And like, you kind of like, oh shit, they want me to fuck her. And sometimes they be like, well, he just want to watch, or well, he'll be in another room, but he just gonna be there to make sure I'm okay. And it's like, that dude be there. He may be rich, but he don't have a spine. He don't really have faith in himself outside of like money. So he think he lucky to have her and all these different things, and he'll do anything to keep her, basically.
See, cuckold shit different than we swiping wives.
It's all similar of like, it's all similar to me.
I'll fuck your wife. You just can't fuck my wife.
So the reason I say that is because what he really wanted to say is I like to be around naked women, but he can't say that because that'll upset his wife. So to be politically correct, he like, I like to be around naked people. He don't like that, but he know in order his wife or his girlfriend to come with him and allow him to do this, she put the lean on him and be like, well, I want to do it too. Me, I'm gonna be like, nah, nigga, I got this money, I got this lifestyle. I'm gonna do me. I'm not going to this nasty ass swinger shit just so we both can get some shit going. Like, nah, if you don't like that, then whatever. I part ways. But so I think that's what it is. Cause he even kind of said it. Well, I like being around naked women, but like he ain't want to finish. So
he said they don't do the swinger shit. They just be there for the naked.
He said that's the question. So he want to have an open relationship with other women, and the only way to do it is by, I guess, his woman being like, you know what, I like women be like, well, you gonna fuck other women? I won't fuck other dudes. Like people do that get back shit or whatever, tit for tat shit. So that's where he kind of at in my eyes. And or he could like that shit. That could be the other realm too. Or he could like that shit. But I was just going off the strength of him saying that he liked being around naked women. But let's be real. One of my favorite comedians of all time, Patrice O'Neal, was a swinger. And he liked threesomes a lot, but he also left the realm of opportunity for his woman to do it if she wanted to, because he didn't want to contradict himself, because he was being, he was trying to be diplomatic about him being with other women. I feel like if Patrice O'Neal was maybe 20, 40, 50 pounds lighter on top of the world where he really thought he should be famously, he wouldn't have been a swinger with his woman. He just would have had open wife like D. Ray Davis or
So
something.
he was
like
letting his girl smash other dudes.
I don't think she did, but it was he basically was like, I don't want to be a walking contradiction. If I can have sex, well, he was basically saying men and women are equal. So if I can do it, why can't she? That's basically what he was coming at. But he really liked the threesome aspect of
what
things.
What would the red pill community think about this?
Because Patrice O'Neal.
What would Andrew Tate say about this?
I didn't love that aspect of Patrice O'Neal for real, if I'll be honest. But he even talked about it. Like, he wanted his girlfriend and him to have another girl, and she would scout and get girls for him and stuff like that. But he would be like, she would ultimately end up just being a girl about things and getting her feelings of one day, and then I can't see the girl no more. But he really wanted to be like D. Ray Davis and have two girlfriends.
Yeah.
But back in the day, that wasn't cool. That wasn't accepted. And the way to get this, to have multiple women and be not considered a cheater and shit, was to be a swinger, I guess, in his eyes. But nowadays, being with multiple women is more open and things. So, you see dudes doing that thing more often.
Yeah.
I think you got to have a certain type of balls to openly have those conversations with your girlfriend.
Yeah.
And ultimately be like, nah, it's only going to be one way. So a lot of dudes end up folding because they be like, I still want to be with multiple women. I still want to have the chance of being with other women. And then it's easy when you got another like couple that's wanting to switch with you. You know what I mean? You ain't gotta have game. I mean, I guess you gotta have a little game, but you ain't gotta have like individual game and shit like that. It's a lot of things that go into being a swinger. You know what I mean?
I was watching this. I watched this whole episode, right? And I want to say Kevin Hart, he a GOAT. I ain't gonna lie to you. Kevin Hart is the greatest of all time. I don't care what nobody says. But anyways, just as far as everything I go on, work ethic, all that type of shit. But
that's my dog, man.
He told a story about this guy, Big J Okerson, who's like a comedian as well, and they was in that swinger shit. He said it's all fun and games until you see your girl getting donkey fucked by some other guy, and you just never. He said it happened to him. He was never the same again.
He did say that
after that.
Well,
he was never the same.
Patrice O'Neal said that his girl got fucked. I remember him saying that. He was like, but she didn't enjoy it or something like that. But I was like, I don't know, bro. But yeah, that's how most dudes are.
Like, there's no woman that I want to sleep with bad enough before I'd be like, all right, dude, you can fuck my wife. Just I really want to sleep. Hell no.
You looking at it as in you and your wife and your relationship being beautiful, loving, happy. They be hating each other. They be miserable with each other.
Just fucking break up and go fuck whoever you want to fuck.
But they be spineless, bro. They can't, like, they're spineless. That's how they end up in cuckolds. That's how, like, bro, no man wants to be a cuckold, but he can't make, they call it one-itis. They think she's the one. I can't get another girl like her again, because even they may be successful, they don't have that confidence for whatever reason. And a lot of dudes, that's how they end up being cuckolds. That's how they end up getting cheated on and shit like that. And being in sexless marriages and stuff like that. Even women, like, it be like that, bro. Like, people, it'd be hard for them to make the difficult choice in leaving. Or you would think it's the easiest choice, but,
Man,
a lot of people be spineless and don't have the balls to actually get through those situations, bro. Divorce is hard. You may have kids. You may have, all type of shit, bro. You might not want to pay her half. All type of shit.
Yeah, ain't that amount of, that damn spineless little nigga smash your girl. That's some crazy shit.
To me, I think
that's crazy.
Russell Wilson is clearly nowhere near a beta male like him. Because there's no way I'd put my woman in that type of environment for nothing. Like, I know Russ may not like Sierra twerking and being provocative on social media from time to time, but that's nothing like your girl being naked. And then you also talking about it publicly. Like, that's weird, bro.
He said that his wife don't even like him talking about that shit publicly. But it's content, He probably seen that shit blow up. He like, well, shit, this shit blowing up. Fuck it, let's double down on it. Let's keep talking about it. Let's keep it rolling. Especially after the whole Russell Wilson is a square thing. It's like you say Russell Wilson is square, and you just pop the lid on all the shit you got going on. It's like, you the guy that said that about him? Like, come on, bro.
Yeah, well, you know me, I entertain the polygamous lifestyle, and I like it. I think people should advocate for it or do
Yeah, but
it or
you
whatever,
like
but
the you and multiple women. You don't like the you, a woman, and another nigga. Y'all in a quadruple.
no.
That's what I'm saying. So when you say, y'all know I'm into that, we talk about something completely different.
But no, that's what I'm saying. Like, so I'm just saying I come from similar realms of where like you have these conversations, you push these not like because obviously polygamy is and swingers are not the same, but people start to like people that don't know much about neither one are group them together. You know what I mean? So I'm just saying, like I know that feel, and there's no way in hell I could even imagine me doing that. That's what I'm saying. I'm close to that realm, and no, I couldn't even be like I couldn't imagine, bro. Couldn't imagine. And even with like a girl saying I don't want to be sexual with the other girl, but I don't mind you having two girls, like that's fine. Like forcing somebody to do some shit like that, that's even crazy. Like
do
she
you
don't
really want two girls?
Yeah, what's wrong?
It's hard enough dealing with one. You really want two?
What you mean?
Like, think about that. Like, think about you got to deal
Not
with your
hard.
girl. Think about all the shit you go through with your girl. Like, you want to deal with two of them?
I don't go through a lot.
Man, that nigga say that? Y'all never fucked in the same room? No, I mean, I haven't.
He fucked while I fucked while he was in the room.
Let's hold on. Let's put context to the goddamn story, nigga. It was me, Blake, and Shelly in the room. Oh, look, I'm naming niggas. We was in the room.
I didn't think it mattered that much.
It was 5 people in the room, right? 5 people in the room, and Bryce was over there with somebody else. So them two was over there, and me and 2 other people was just like in the room. It was like high school time.
Why they can't have money and I just got them, Vicky? They ain't gonna like that one. Andrew Tate. Nah,
the way you said that was like I was there. D-Fair was just sitting there. Hold on, rewind.
You've done that before.
But that was like, see, that's like young, dumb high school shit. Like just fucking around. Like, oh my god, our friends having sex. Let's like fucking pop out on them. Like that's different than like niggas sitting in the corner like, oh my god, that's my wife getting fucked by this. Like that's different than like your friends like sneaking in on you, smashing a girl, like laughing at you. That's different. I look at that a lot differently.
Vicky want the story. You don't have to.
There's plenty of stories.
You don't have to explain. I'll explain.
Just messing around. Like, why are you just fucking around with your friends?
I will explain.
Smashing chicks.
I'll explain the story and how it happened. I think that's what she wants more than like. It was actually the most.
Vicky, you want the story? Donate $20.
It was the most easiest.
I think it was on high too.
It was the most easiest, like, childish way to get some pussy in the world. She was like, I've never had good sex or some shit like that, or not good, but like, or better than her boyfriend or some shit like that. That's what she said.
Yeah,
her boyfriend was the best or some shit like that.
Yeah.
And now we're recording. I was like, oh, I could do better than him. And I was joking. Like, I was like, I could do better than him. She's like, no, you can't. I'm like, shit, I'll show you. And
then we
was all two in the car having the car like that. Like I don't even know how we got to that conversation.
We was in the room.
No. We was driving from somewhere when the initial conversation happened.
Oh shit, I don't remember.
And it led to like, okay, well, when we get here, bet. So that's how it ended up like it. Like, niggas was like, well, shit, we seen the antithesis and the beginning and all this. We might as well see the end too.
Yeah.
Like, so it was basically a bet, and they was trying to see if I was gonna win the bet, and she said I won.
It was this shit was weird. It was weird.
It was basically, could I fuck her better than, I don't know if she had a boyfriend at the time, or
her ex-boyfriend.
Yeah, or her ex-boyfriend. And I was like, bet. Let's see who gonna win. And I mean, I dubbed by getting it, and then I dubbed by she was like, I was better.
And I believe, like I said, I think we was high, me and the 2 other people, which was one girl, one guy, and we was just like, I don't know, we was just laughing at y'all. Like, what the fuck? Yeah, because it was just so hilarious. Like, D-Fresh still what that? No, I got a wife. I got a wife. I got a wifey. But that's the other stupid shit. Like, like
plenty of stuff
hiding under the fucking thing. Like, when niggas is hiding the dresser. Like, it's high school shit, man. It's like fucking
that definitely happened in high school, guys.
Junior year type shit. There ain't no grown shit like sitting in a fucking corner popping out on niggas. It's high school fun house type shit. But
definitely
whatever.
fun house.
Whatever. Shit happens. Shit happens. It was a good time. It was a good time in life.
Stories that you forget about.
There's a lot of stories. I need some more donations for all them damn stories. I mean, somebody might donate. Never mind. Let me shut the fuck up. Anyways. This is how we got. I think we ain't got nothing else. Y'all ain't got nothing, no stories that y'all had seen that y'all want to touch on real quick.
Ask us some questions.
Y'all ain't forget. I mean, you forget through life, and then when you bring them up, you're like, "Oh shit, that did happen."
Yeah, I don't just be reminiscing. That shit happened like you said, our junior year or some shit. Like,
yeah,
most random shit ever. Nah, I ran into some random coochie for sure.
I gotta connect my new card to YouTube. It's all right, we ain't tripping. It's okay. But nah, y'all got anything else for us before we get about it here, man? Q&A. No, hell nah, Q&A. But that's 13 people in here tomorrow. I mean, 13 people in here right now. I expect to see 13 of y'all back up in here tomorrow. Drake versus Drake. We're going to do it Saturday, but I got to watch UFC fights on Saturday. I can't miss that.
Charleston,
so y'all 13 people here. Oh, yeah, I saw that. The 13 people here, I need y'all back here tomorrow, same time, Drake versus Drake. What y'all thought about the pass again, Rob? I thought that was crazy. Have you seen that video of pass again, Rob?
I didn't watch it. I seen it. I seen the thumbnail.
He was in the middle. Who's fighting Amanda Nunes, Juliana Pena for the bantamweight world championship, and Brandon Moreno, Kai Friends for the intern flyweight championship. They got Derek Lewis is fighting some other heavyweight guy, and it's gonna be a good night. But anyways, the pastor was, he was preaching, and armed robbers just ran up in the spot, stole $400,000 worth of product, money, jewelry, shit like that.
400,000.
It's a church. You think they got the cash in the bank?
I didn't think you keep cash in the bank of a church.
I mean, that's probably how they.
Thought you put that in banks.
They probably just got it from the collection plate. I mean, I don't know how big the church was. I don't know what type of church it was, but he ran up in there with the AKs, and you know what I'm saying?
Sound like some insurance fraud shit.
$1 million is the tell. That's the first thing I thought. I don't know why my brain automatically went to that. I was like, this sounds like something, I'm trying to like get over. Like I set this shit up because I wouldn't be surprised if 3 weeks to find out Pastor Bishop, whatever, arrested for falsifying, fake break-in or whatever the hell. I forgot whatever type of robbery it was. But that's how people do get their money. Fuck
like, who keeps 400,000?
How you a pastor with $1 million in jury? I was saying, like, if you're a pastor with $1 million in jury, let's outside of pastor and you have some other type of income that's giving you that money. His church ain't look like it was no crazy ass church. He wasn't in like, the compact center like Joel Osteen on some type of shit like that. It looked like a rinky dink church with a rinky dink ass background.
Who keep jewelry at a church?
The pastor, man, he got to come out with his jewelry on. Come on now, what's up? God bless me with this. They got the pastors out there that say, God bless me with infinite wealth. Usually the pastors like the congregation.
Pastors.
Usually the pastor would be like, hey, I need you, the congregation, to fund me getting this private jet. God want me to get this private jet so I can fly around the world and preach the word of God. You ain't seen the pastors like that?
Wealth pastors
and they actively like saying, hey, the more money you got, the more the more God loves you. So make sure y'all giving up that money for the church.
The more God loves you is funny as fuck.
Pastor wants church goers to donate for plane.
Nah, pastor be asking girls to give up the pussy in the name of the Lord, so I know they do that.
Look, televangelists. Let me. I want to bring it up without any sound, so we ain't got to worry about that shit echoing. A televangelist wants his followers to pay for a $54 million private jet. It's his fourth plane.
What the fuck?
If Jesus were to descend from heaven and physically set foot 21st century prosperity gospel televangelist Jesse Duplantis told his followers the Redeemers would probably take a pass on riding on the back of a donkey. He'd be on an airplane preaching the gospel all over the world. He probably didn't saying he needs about $54 million to help him efficiently spread the gospel to as many people as possible. He asked the Lord and hundreds of thousands of hopefully deep-pocketed followers across the world for such a plane. He's trying to preach for the Lord with the private plane. What is that? Last question. Aside from the album split, they're going to go R&B versus R&B FT and FT interlude. Hold on. FT, what's FT mean?
I don't know either.
R&B FT versus FT. What's FT mean? Like an NFT with R&B FT.
And do you mean R&B compilation battle? I mean, that would be fun.
Oh, R&B features versus feature interludes versus feature. We're just doing any song you want to pick. It doesn't matter. It could be a rapping song, it could be an R&B song, it could be a Drake feature, it could be whatever song you want to play. Whatever song within the 8 songs that you want to pick that aren't a part of your albums, it could be anything.
I see what he's saying now.
Yeah, it could be anything.
Yeah, we pick an album because D-Friend said he's staying away from features. I mean, I'll probably stay away from features too.
It just feel like it's too much for me to play features. He got obviously like Stay Scheming is a great feature, but I probably like I ain't
and we already play shit like that.
Yeah,
like
it'd be like shit like that. We'll see. Yeah, we ain't doing like Versace like shit. I'm not pulling out the features. I'm gonna just pull out the Drake shit.
I probably wouldn't even pull up I'm on one because I honestly. It could be a deep cut. I ain't saying just deep cuts, but it's gonna be good songs. Like,
yeah,
I'm not.
This is what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna play whether I win or lose. I'm gonna play my favorite Drake records that aren't a part of Bryce's albums that he has.
That's what I said. That's what I said I was gonna do. I was like, you know what, bro?
Favorite Drake records.
I'm not gonna overthink it. I'm gonna play what I think is the best mixed with what I think is my favorite.
Yeah.
So. Y'all, that's what y'all getting, bro. I'm not
like. It's so many records. It's so many records for Drake that I have to kind of narrow them hoes down because I can't really like if he plays something that's not off the albums. Even if he does play something, y'all gonna know that I'm unprepared. If I'm like I gotta scroll a million fucking through. You know what I'm saying? I gotta scroll through a million songs to find. Okay, I'm gonna play this one. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna kind of have I have at least 20 songs because, like I said, he can steal some of my 8, so I need to at least have 20.
I ain't gonna lie, I got excited, nigga.
Besides my album cut. See, we gotta do it right now.
Fuck you, let's go now. I ain't got it right now. I ain't ready.
I can see it in your eyes, you're angry.
This how gonna be hard.
Shit. Yeah, we know this is the best thing about doing Drake versus Drake. It's no bias. It's Drake. Which you don't even it's whoever. You know what I'm saying? That's the best thing. And let's just show Drake greatness. Let's keep it a buck. And everybody we've done, Drake the only nigga that can do Drake versus Drake. Ain't nobody else can do nothing. Nobody else. Nobody else. Fuck, not even Kanye. I'm gonna fuck.
We gotta have 20 songs each, right?
Yeah, we gotta have at least 40 records.
Yeah.
At least 40. But we about to get up out of here. Don't pick up that.
Who can do 40?
Look, y'all saying stop.
Who can do 40?
Don't pick up what sign? You talking about this?
Who can do 40?
I can see it in your eye, angry.
If we did Kanye 40 versus Drake 40, he'll get washed.
They got shit on what you feeling now.
That's what who got 40, bro? That's like non-stop greatness.
40. Like I said,
we're not saying 40 good songs. We saying 40 great songs. Who got 40 great songs? And let's be real, it's really like 100 great. Drake got Drake probably got like
150
great songs, and then he got like 5 bad songs.
I don't remember. I could be a biased Drake fan, but I don't really give a fuck. I don't remember the last time I heard a bad Drake record.
No, I heard some bad Drake records.
I don't know. Maybe you can say some shit off the new shit. Maybe some
I
new
heard
shit.
some mid Drake records, even on like some shit back in the day. Not back in the day, like 2015, 16. This shit was like some shit out. Like, whatever. But nah.
But nah, we gonna be here. Like I said, make sure y'all got your notifications on. Make sure y'all subscribe. And we gonna run it up, man.
Yeah, sir, skis.
Tomorrow night. I think this is gonna be like for sure. Unless y'all come up with like an amazing one that makes sense, this is the last one.
It gotta make sense, like Drake versus Drake.
It's gonna be a celebration. I'm gonna bring the Bel Air Rose. We gonna pop the Bel Air Rose for the last battle. It's gonna be a good time, man. It's gonna be a good time. We're gonna be here to get it right and get it tight. So y'all come back tomorrow night, 9:30. Cancel your plans. Y'all ain't got shit to do, and be a part of of a good night. But anyways, that was hour 50. I ain't gonna lie to you. I didn't even think that podcast was gonna be that long because in the beginning we only had like 4 topics. So
do you
we'll
know us, nigga?
Huh? I ain't gonna lie. I was like, hey, it ain't gonna be that long. Who knows? But appreciate y'all. Appreciate the donation. Big Cheese. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm gonna anybody get my water tank.
No bullshit. You ain't hear me earlier. I don't think you was in here, man. I got me some car detailing shit. All I need is my water tank and a steamer, and I'm literally getting that shit like tomorrow. So
he rolling. B need car and detail. If you need your car detail, he'll travel to you. He got you.
No bullshit. If y'all in that Houston area, hit up your boy.
Look, Vicky in Houston, hit up Bryce for the car detailing.
I don't know about that. You might get me in trouble, Vicky.
She got a man now. He said, "Wait."
Women don't be caring about that shit. I'm gonna fucking y'all, nigga.
He said B&E. I was about to say his full name, but I was like, I don't want to say it, so I don't know. Bryce don't give a fuck about shit like that. But I was like B&E. I was like, oh, never mind. That's not what it's called. I was just putting his name together. That's all I was doing. Hey, look, she need a car detail. They go your first customer. But we out, man. We'll see y'all tomorrow. Drake.
I might do it for free. I gotta do some free ones first before I start
charging. All right, complete my shit. But nah, we're gonna be back here. We gonna be back here.
You gotta take out the trash and shit.
Nah, that's your job.
Nah, I'm charging you there, nigga.
Nah, but we out, man. We'll see y'all tomorrow. Appreciate y'all for being here, subscribing. If y'all don't listen to the audio version, go over to SoundCloud, Spotify, iTunes, search the Absolute Insure Podcast. We got a whole back catalog of shit y'all ain't never heard. Y'all can go listen to the very first episode of this podcast if y'all want to see where we actually started from. But yeah, we about it. Appreciate